Hey, 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 beautiful people. It is January the 11th, 2013 at 9:49, 9:50 a.m. Today is the 21st anniversary of opening the 1111 doorway and the activation of the first gate of the 1111 doorway. That was a very special time for many of us who are here to shift the planet in this incarnation. And for me, it was one of those really, really magical experiences. I had known it was coming for about 6 months before I received Slora's called activation. And the whole thing that was around my experience of it was so incredibly magical. I mean, I could go through several videos trying to discuss it all. And anyway, the opening of the 1111 doorway, January 11th, 1992, was the next major planetary activation after the harmonic convergence in August of 1987. And the harmonic convergence really attuned or atoned the planet and brought the frequencies a little bit more into balance. And the 1111 doorway is really almost like a vortex from the galactic center over Mother Earth that allowed for higher frequencies to come into planet and help to expand the consciousness and awareness of all of humanity, all of those who would choose to experience that. In the end of 2011, it was said that it would be closing because most of the previous collective ascensions on Mother Earth and the previous four worlds that we've had here, there was always a limited number of persons that would be ascending. And it wasn't until 2012 that we began realizing that this time, Mother Earth, there's not going to be a separation per se, and it's not going to be a partial of the collective of humanity ascending. It was going to be the whole of the collective. 21 years ago, we didn't realize that, and really that has a lot to do with timelines and the focused intent of those who hold the vision and who feel that feeling and to make it come to pass. And it is the collective of it's the timelines from all those individuals that brought it into being. And those persons who held the vision for so long that all of humanity would ascend, that we would all go through an expansion in our being, our merging our God self into the physical body. And we're definitely witnessing that after 1221. It's amazing to see how many people are going through their process. The 1111 doorway was the second call of 144,000, and this is not religious. This is mathematical. It takes X amount of persons to participate in unified focused intent to make certain things happen at certain planetary frequency levels. The harmonic convergence was the gathering of the first group of 144,000, and it took another 144,000 of us to come together in unified focused intent to open the 1111 doorway back in 1992. And then there was a third group of 144,000, and those are the ones that by 2012 there would be a minimum number of ascended masters, those who have activated their light body and their heart chakra and the rest of the chakras, following by 2012. And that would be necessary to send out the ripples into the collective of humanity to have a very great mass ascension, not just a few thousand like had been in previous times of ascension. See, there's only been in all 4 previous worlds, when we talk about ascended masters and those who have ascended and collective ascensions, there's only been 8,000 persons in all of Earth history who had gone through their ascension process, who had remembered and found their ways back to Source, which is within, and brought the spirit back down into, hey squirrel, into the physical being, and merged heaven and earth and activated their chakras, their light body. And then, because of the density of Mother Earth and because of the lower frequencies, the third dimensional frequencies that Mother Earth was in, when you did such, you would either drop body or you would turn into a vortex of light. That which many of us feel right now, that double helix, Merkaba spinning around your body, you would activate that and you would step through another dimensional doorway, gateway. You could not remain in 3D Earth. And it was that way until we opened the 1111 doorway 21 years ago today. That began the raising of the planetary frequencies so people could activate their heart chakra and other chakras and still remain in this dimension. And as of January 11th, 1992, in the opening of the 1111 doorway, and that step up in the frequencies of on a planetary scale, you could activate your heart chakra and remain on planet. It wasn't until, I want to say, 1999 where you could activate all the 7 original physical chakras and still remain on planet. And in December 21st, 22nd of 2010, as we started coming into the edge of lining up with the galactic center, and the planetary frequencies stepped up with that winter solstice full moon event that we had happen then, we could take above the 7th Ascension initiation up to the 22nd and still remain on planet. And the 7th was when you had activated all the 7 original chakras, physical chakras, and they're at 90 degrees to your interchrona. You form the Ascension column, which all of those chakras turn vertical, and you activate the Ascension chakra in the back of your head. You've actually activated the 7 original chakras 7 times over. So there's 49 steps between the activation of the original 7 chakras and then the activation of the Ascension column that surrounds the field. And then the activation of your Ascension chakra at the top of your spine, bottom of your head. And at that time, in December of 2010, so many of us, I was one of them, I was just taking my 7th Ascension initiation going, man, I can beam out of here. I can be off planet. I'm beating the system. And that carrot on a stick that I was following for so long went out to the 22nd initiation. And so because of the planetary frequencies increasing so much, that extended the initiations out past the galactic initiation. See, the first initiations are soul or solar, and they deal with this solar system. And then you've got a repeat of similar ascension initiations that are on a galactic scale. It's like doing the same inner work that we do for our soul scale or solar scale. We end up having a repeat of that on a galactic level, and then again a repeat of that into the universal level. And now, with Mother Earth's frequencies being so high, those that are going through their ascension mastery process consciously, doing it the old way that Joel Kuhl or Alice Bailey or Joshua Stone or Christine Mellerise, I teach, Grandmother Silverstar, a lot of us teach the chakra activations in this way, and the activation of the light body in this way. That the initiations have jumped now up to the 22nd. That's how far we can go and how far we would have to go to transition into a dimension that would take us off a planet with the present Earth frequencies. And so that carrot on a stick has just gotten farther and farther and farther out. But it is exactly that which is transforming Mother Earth into the highest frequencies and allowing the collective of humanity to all go through their ascension process. Now, I've said before in previous videos, there are friends here who are saying that might be 20 years and that might be 300 years in advance. That's a possibility, but I don't want to make that postulate. I would rather say it's all happening in the now. All of humanity is going through their ascension process, whether they realize it or not. Now they are embodying their highest form of their self that they vibrationally can hold in their physical being at this time. At least they're 4D. And so anyway, it's going to be really interesting to watch and see what happens in the future. Hey, Ladybug. And the possibilities are wide open. With that many persons that we have now on Earth, really working on their personal ascension mastery, consciously expanding their light fields, there are no limits. There's no limits in the consciousness that we can obtain, even up to the universal and multiversal levels at this rate of frequency that Mother Earth is holding right now, and she's ever increasing. Even though we have already gone through the Interior conversion, where we switch from the duality back into the oneness, start becoming the one that we truly are, and doing that as a collective, what we're capable of, we are absolutely unlimited. And it is just amazing the potential that we have available to us now. As long as we hold that vision, keep that thought, we hold the manifestation, because that's what it is. You've got to first decide that this is where we're going to go. You've got to have that divine thought. You've got to have the vision that sees that divine thought. You speak it forth to invoke it, and you feel it from your heart as it already happens. That's how this works. That's what we did January 11th, 1992, opening the doorway. That's what we did for the harmonic convergence in August 16th and 17th, 1987, to attune and atone the planet, to merge chakric fields and vibrations with all the other 144,000 that were participating. And that's what we're doing in Ascending Mother Earth and the collective of humanity. And it's a wonderful journey, and I'm very grateful to be on it with all of you and all of those choosing to go through their ascension process and participate because each and every one of us that do this and goes through their process is affecting the whole collective, and that just makes the sky the limit. Anyway, that's enough for this vid. Happy anniversary to January 11th, 1992. Love you all. Bye for now.